Ребятки, всем привет! Мы продолжаем с вами проходить Mass Effect Legendary Edition. И на повестке дня вторая часть, уже эпичная музыка вам в уши играет, как и мне. Давайте сразу начнем, мне очень прям не терпится, я хочу, прям не могу. Так, давайте без лишних слов, просто. Я уже там в настройках покопалась, все вроде сделала. Как бы эта часть, как и третья, не имеет русской озвучки. Не знаю, слава богу. Вот. И как бы тут не нужно ничего дополнительно скачивать, устанавливать, просто запускайте, играйте в лаунчере, когда перед тем, как запустить игру, вы ставите русский язык. Вот, и запускайте вторую часть. И, собственно, как бы играете спокойно. Давайте, новая игра. Перенос персонажей из Mass Effect 1, да, вот наш Шепард 55 уровня. Угу. Я, кстати, даже не помню, как там вообще уровни показываются, не показываются. Наверное, показываются, но я как-то этот момент пустила. Так. Автосохранение. Бойцы вашего отряда используют в бою наиболее эффективные умения. Угу. Ну, пускай сами работают. Так, автораспределение. Не, я буду сама очки распределять, а то сейчас я знаю. Эти автораспределения накачают себе непонятно что. Так. Джейн Шепард. Ранг 55. Адепт. Капитан Шепард. Герой. Рекс выжил в ходе здания на Вермайре. Это то, что, видимо, у нас идет. Какие выборы первой части влияют как бы на сюжет второй. Да, Эшли Уильямс погибла. Без вести пропавшая. Она могла и выжить. Вот, то есть, на самом деле, мы-то знаем, что она, точно погибла, потому что если она погибает в первой части, в следующих частях про нее ничего не сказано, нигде про нее ничего не говорится. Могли бы сделать, знаете, какую-нибудь миссию, где мы какую-нибудь инфу получили, что, возможно, она жива, или что-то такое. И по итогу мы там, допустим, пришли, нашли ее останки, чтобы мы точно могли знать, что она как бы погибла. А так она как бы вроде умерла, а возможно и нет, непонятно. Так, мы спасли Цитадель и Совет, и вообще всех. И порекомендовали Андерсона. Да, все было совершенно точно.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
После опустошительной атаки Гетто на Цитадель прошел месяц, галактическое сообщество стремительно восстанавливается. Альянс пожертвовал свои флоты ради спасения Совета и получил место в этой престижной организации. Совет вынужден был ориентироваться на подтверждение того, что жнецы — гигантские машины, уничтожающие все органические раз в 50 тысяч лет. Что такое там было? Ой, мой корабль, мне прям аж хорошо, душу греет.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
А вы бы знали, как мне больно смотреть, как мой корабль кромсают. Мне ж прям вообще плохо. Ужасно. Господи, Кайна несется куда-то.
Shepard! Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship.
Это да.
I'm not leaving either. Get to the damn shuttles! I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here. Commander! Get the hell out of here!
Я считаю, в такой ситуации, как бы, мягко отогнать его не получилось бы, наверное. Он же как бы, ну, по ней печется, все дела, влюблен. Возможно, любит даже. Любить. Мой корабль, господи, за что? За что так с Нормандией? О, мой корабль. Да, я понимаю Джокера. Я бросить свой корабль. Тем более для Джокера Нормандия это просто, это что-то... Это не просто корабль, это, не знаю, его любовь. Давай, Шепард, надо Джокера вытаскивать. Ёптить. Джокер, надо валить. Кажется, прошла разгерметизация салона. Мамочки. Блин, не, ну красиво, красиво. Но, Джокер, у нас проблемы. Понимаешь? Ты жить хочешь? У тебя так кости на добром слове вообще держатся. Давай, давай, Шепард, давай.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack.
Давай, Джокер, пойдем. Я надеюсь, у тебя нормально срастется. Больше твою жизнь переживаю.
Коммандер! Шепард!
Mass Effect Genesis — это интерактивный комикс, резюмируешь события Mass Effect. Не хотите с его помощью выбрать свою предысторию? Хочу. Ого, этого раньше не было, нет?
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make. The paths you choose. That turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Alenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. It hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat. But they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I'd need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara. A Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Caden was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Caden I wasn't interested in Liara. I had my eyes on someone else. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Noveria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni queen. The queen's drones were everywhere, and they were not happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer. But we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed, violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Caden saw through my words. He knew I was hurting after Ash's death. He could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside for the sake of the mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other. And it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician, ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier, tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Так, это мы, да? Сердце бьется, кровь в том месте, мозговая активность присутствует. Ну, это офигеть можно. Проект Лазарь. Идите, переносимое лицо. Да, это наше лицо с первой части, конечно. Конечно, утвердить. Так. То есть, ну, вы поняли, да? Нас воскресили. Хотя, с точки зрения физиологии, вообще биологии и вот этого всего, Шепард умерла от того, что, ну, у нее не было кислорода, и она от асфиксии умерла, то есть задохнулась. И при этом повреждения мозга должны быть просто колоссальные. Ну, то есть, как вообще... Даже если бы они ее физически воскресили, у нее с головой должно быть вообще не все в порядке. То есть у нее мозг, по идее, вообще на бикрень встал. Там все разрушилось, в мозгу все нейроны, вообще все. И это... До какой технологии нужно было им дойти, чтобы воскресить ее, при этом, чтобы она была собой, чтобы она могла выполнять свою работу, чтобы она была Шепард, а не была просто, ну, марионеткой, солдатом с ее лицом. Ну, я думаю, вы поняли. Так, и учитывая, что нас воскресили, мы можем перевыбрать себе по факту специальность. И это прикольно, кстати. Так, давайте почитаем. Солдат. Так, в экипировку лучших оперативников входит визуальный синаптический процесс, позволяющий находить цель с вероятной точностью. Солдаты обладают навыками ведения боя, никто не сравнится с ними в выносливости и владении огнестрельным оружием. Кроме того, они проводят специальную подготовку и могут пользоваться любым типом специальных патронов. Ну да, вот, обычный штурм... А, нет, подождите. Штурмовик это другое. Разведчик. Оснащена маскировочная система, которая позволяет им некоторое время избегать обнаружения и получать тактическое преимущество у противника. Разведчики специализируются на технике, так и на способах ведения боя. Они умеют маскировать, становятся невидимыми для врага, способны нанести смертельный удар с любой дистанции, могут использовать различные оружия, снаряжение и умения. Штурмовик. Оснащены имплантами L5X, способными сбить с ног или оглушить противника биотическим импульсом огромной силы, что также позволяет штурмовикам незаметно вступить в ближний бой. О, смотрите, здесь штурмовики это не просто владеющие всем оружием, они еще биотиком владеют. Враги боятся штурмовиков, ведь их любимый прием сблизиться с противником и уничтожить его при помощи оружия ближнего боя или биотических умений. Страж. Стражи защищены самой современной абилляционной броней. При перегрузке ее системы оглушают всех врагов поблизости, чтобы защитить владельца. Используют как технические, так и биотические умения. У них нет такой узкой специализации, как у адептов или инженеров, однако они могут найти выход из любой ситуации. Адепт. Вооружены имплантами L5X, способными создавать микросингулярность, ранящую врагов, исходящую в воздух. Так, деформация бросок протяжения ударная волна. Пистолет, пистолет-пулемет. А здесь что? Пистолет-пулемет. В смысле, предпочитаем оружие. Где моя винтовка? Где моя авика? Срочно вернись. Адепты — это специалисты по биотике, они умеют обезвреживать и убивать врагов при помощи одной лишь биотической силы. Адепты не слишком ловко управляются оружием, но могут перейти без единого выстрела. Инженеры могут использовать боевой дрон, чтобы отвлечь внимание противника или заставить его покинуть укрепленную позицию. Инженеры — специалисты по технике, единственные, кто может использовать боевых дронов. Инженеры лучше всех распространяют... Смотрите, я бы на самом деле выбрала адепта, как в первой части. Но давайте будем рассуждать логически. В первой части, если ты не ходишь со своими сопартийцами, которые имеют навыки взлома, ты хрен что взломаешь. И это проблема. Особенно в начале игры была такой проблемой для меня, капец. Вот, поэтому будем считать, что Шепард у нас так и осталась биотиком до мозга костей, но при этом вместе с имплантами Цербера, вот, спойлер, да, это чуваки из Цербера, как бы, хотя Миранда об этом сказала в начале, что они никогда не поверят Церберу. Вот, вместе с этими навороченными имплантами она научилась немножко пользоваться инженерскими навыками. Вот. То есть это прям для меня перфекто класс. Техническая броня, бросок, деформация, перегрузка, заморозка. Крупнокалиберный пистолет, короче, револьвер и пистолет-пулемет. Да, давайте выберем стража. Планист, герой войны, страж. Угу. Хорошо. Кстати, хочу сказать, что этот комикс просто офигенный. А где наши шрамы? Ну-ка, подождите. Так, типовая внешность. Вот это вот оригинальная Шепард, чтобы вы понимали. Не знаю, как вам, но мне она не очень нравится. Она какая-то не слишком красивая. Подождите, а где наши шрамы? У нас нет шрамов. Нам залечили шрамы наши? Ладно, я посмотрела в создании персонажа, там, походу, вообще нет шрамов. Это странно. Ну, тогда мы берем наше лицо из первой части, чё? Смотрите, какая красотка, просто. Так, страж. Джейн Шепард, колонист, герой войны, страж. Вы сможете изменить... Я знаю, спасибо. Мы все знаем, мы все понимаем, мы не глупенькие. Теперь главное, чтобы я могла пользоваться авикой.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Ай, Миранда.
Damn it, Watson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Вы хотите меня убить, когда я только ожила?
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Какая красивая девочка, да?
Wake up, Commander.
Да, кстати, я жаловалась, что нет шрамов. Получаем на все лицо. Так. О, бронька. Как укрыться-то? Вот так. Кошечки, кошечки. Угу. Во, боевка второй части мне нравится больше, чем первая. Теперь привыкать надо в другую сторону, теперь к этой боевке. Только привыкла к той. Проблема, да? Ой. Надо переставить обратно на shift. Давайте я прям этим сейчас займусь. Так, ай! Что говнюк? Так, тут еще и патроны конечные. Вот это проблема. О. Так, на ту же кнопку. Ладно, управление такое же, как в первой части, окей. С этим я разобралась. Блин, как тут все классно выглядит. Так, я переставила местами пробела Shift. Я это делала в первой части. Как бы мне уже привычнее. Тем более во всех играх я привыкла, что мы бежим на Shift. Что это? Кто это? Это не Get, это...
Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launch.
О,
They've seen us.
гранатомет.
Take the elevator down one floor. Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shep. Head to the next room and I'll try to beat you. Shep, freed me. I've got them closing in on my position.
Так. Переключаем оружие на X. Можно на колесико, нет? Ой, пацаны. И окей? Так, давайте пошаримся.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Угу. Это они про наше воскрешение, я так понимаю, да? Баблосики.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Угу. Так, ничего нигде больше нельзя ставить. А, сохранять можно? Ага, вон внизу пишет. Хорошо. Понял. Я вас понял. Так. Ой, hello.
Log update. Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become a new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Дом про Миранду, что ли?
Hostile! Got him!
Hello.
What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Окей. Хорош, Джейк, хорош. Так. Так, Джейкоб, а вот. Чисто узнаю Шепард.
I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
Так, команда
You
Нормандии.
know anything
Ой,
about this attack?
ладно.
Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an
Да, мы
explosion.
видели это еще в
But everyone
сцене.
else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Ну это да.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
Can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were.
Ну я говорю.
You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Им нужна была именно Шепард. Типа не клон, не киберсолдат, а именно Шепард. Так, Джейкоб.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security.
Хреново смотришь.
Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Так.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Ему нужно признание девчонки или что, не пойму. Так. Звуки не из приятных, я слышу. Так, вот вы видите вот это вот. И вот это вот. И вообще.
Been spotted.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Hostile forces have engaged.
Wilson, find us another route out of here.
Oh god, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh god!
Shepard, down here!
Где? Я тебя вижу, но кто-то страшный, большой есть?
Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some meta-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the meta-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
Так. И шо я должна сделать? Левая кнопка мыши. Вот единственное. Ну это стандартная наша способность поднимать товарища.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, huh? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves.
Мне кажется, он
Shuttle
все
bay is only a
подставил.
few. Overload the canisters to clear a path for the shuttles.
Почему-то мне так кажется.
These mechs don't know when to quit.
Так, а можно это взорвать? Или нет?
The fastest way to the shuttles is through those canisters.
Ну, я пытаюсь. Или вы хотите вот так? А, перегрузкой. У-ху-ху.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Неплохо. Это инженеры так могут, да?
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I am not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss. But after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
Вот давайте пока мы ведем себя как, ну, Шепард, который мы знаем. Шепард, который мы знаем, реально не работает с Цербером. А там уж посмотрим. Ой, ух ты, господи. Как нас жизнь повернет. Так. Смотрим, смотрим. Челнок. Так. Ой, hello. А по карте нам куда? Куда? Да перестань ты, твою мать. Я хочу, значит, зайти сюда. А, не, подождите, нам сюда?
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda.
Hello.
But you were...
Я так и думала.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the Elusive Man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
Not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Это верно. Блин, просрали комнату, возможно, там что было интересное, но мы уже не узнаем об этом. Кстати, хочу сказать, что Шепард в этой части выглядит еще лучше, еще красивее. А еще не офигеть, какие острые скулы, вы
Before you
заметили?
meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when slavers hit Mindwar. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
Да.
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Ля, какая станция. Так.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Ага. Можно мне посмотреть на себя хоть отряд? О май гад. Так, 6 очков, помощник. Рост, перегруз, техническая броня, информация. Мы немножко героя заработали. Окей, это хорошо. Я пока не буду ничего прокачивать, наверное. Нам пока доступно только вот это вот, да? Все. 4 уровень стража. А я хотела посмотреть... Кодекс. О, мага, господи. Нет, я хотела посмотреть на отряд в плане снаряжения. Такого нету? Я просто не помню, если честно. Ранг. Пробуждение. Поговорить с призраком. Угу. Нет, такого нету. Блин.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
Ой, да мне вообще на вашего elusive мэна вообще фиолетово, если честно.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Во. N7 все, да? Так, ладно. Материал. Красиво. Можно, короче, себя кастомизировать как хочешь. Во. Total Black хочу. И белые полоски. Нет, белые есть? Нету. Но вот это похоже на... Ну что, давайте поставим синие полоски, хотя они сюда вообще никуда не идут. Типа мы же hero. Были бы отступник, были бы красные. Вот. Ладно, давайте пока это поставим. Блин, тут красиво. Ладно. Так, а это все красное, да. Хотя можно было бы себя перекрасить в синий. О, вот это классно. Будет сервер. Вот так хочу применить. Все, потопали. И что вот здесь у вас? Какие-то технари сидят. Так, блин, слушайте, почему не было такого офигенного бронекостюма в первой части? Это ж просто обалдеть. Сохраняшечки. Ага.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Negeth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Ну, тут я с тобой согласна.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Ладно, он хотя бы, по крайней мере, не говорит, что я верну тебя к жизни, ты обязан на меня работать. Он как бы, ну, нас поэтому и вернул к жизни, чтобы мы были собой. Распорядить кедра, да господи, хорошо, давайте. Примечко удалить, приобрести. Преступника. Под вашим изображением отображаются ваши очки героя и отступника. Угу. Чем больше у вас очков, тем больше вариантов долго будет доступно. Ну, это как всегда, да. Ладно, давайте я... Что я возьму? Броню. Приобрести ранг. О, открылась перегрузка. Так, деформация. Приобрести ранг. Помощник. Перегрузка второй уровень. Все, да? Что-то как-то не густо. Журнал. Вы знаете о пропавших колонистах на пути свободы? Ага. Все хорошо. Вот это вот можно мне, пожалуйста, каждые 3 секунды не это? Так. С кем поговорить? С Мирандой, наверное.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, we'd have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Ну, она бы, короче, типа пути на всякий случай к отступлению бы себе проложила. На всякий случай.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just agreed to work with him. I still don't trust him.
Do you trust me, Commander?
Ну, наверное, он, ну, как бы, хорошее впечатление производит пока что. Вроде как честный. Даже несмотря на то, что над сервер работает.
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Так, ну, давайте. Ага, в итоге задания. Шепард вместе с оперативниками Тейлором и Лоусоном удалось покинуть атакованный комплекс. Подрыв взрывного устройства полностью уничтожил его. Спасательные отряды не смогли найти никаких улик на месте трагедии. При рекомендации Миранды я провожу проверку в других подразделениях, чтобы удостовериться, что Уилсон был единственным кротом. Несмотря на затраты, проект Лазарь можно считать успешным. Шепард снова с нами. Так, ого! Преимущество от переноса. 190 очков героя, Матерь Божья. Гранатомет, кредиты. Хорошо, спасибо.